When Zelda Breath of the Wild came out, people immediately started finding ways to break the game and do stuff that you're not supposed to be able to do. Today, I'm going to teach you a bunch of glitches that you can do in Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm going to teach you what these glitches do and how exactly you can do them. Enjoy! To actually do a BTB, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need a bow and maybe some ice arrows. You're going to need a shield and one enemy that can ragdoll, like a moblin or a bokoblin. So freeze him, get to a high spot, shield surf onto him, well in bullet time, and then press Y to cancel bow, and then you will go flying so high into the sky. And then press X to open your paraglider, and you can fly just about anywhere you want. The next glitch I'm going to show you is how you can duplicate your weapons, bows, and shields. This even works for the champion weapons. You are going to need the shield you want to duplicate and a different shield. And 5 to 7 multi-shot bows. You can also do this with weapons and bows, but you're going to need, if you want to duplicate the Rivali bow, you're going to need more than 5 to 7 bows. So, have your multi-shot bow and shock arrow equipped, pull it out, go to the inventory, drop that bow, and equip a new one. And keep repeating this process until Link looks messed up in the inventory. And there we go. Then go over to your shields, select a different shield, place it on the mount in Link's house, and pick it back up, and it should duplicate. If you would like to duplicate your weapon, do the same thing. But make sure you have the weapon equipped that you want to duplicate before you start. Then go over, select a different weapon, and then throw that weapon on the ground. So then you will have duplicated that weapon. And if you would like to duplicate a bow, say I want to duplicate the Great Eagle bow, do the same thing. You're going to need to do this 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now switch to a different bow, place it on the wall, and pick it back up. The next glitch we're going to talk about is called a skew bounce. This is a very useful move in combat because it allows you to get into bullet time even on flat ground. To do it, you will need a bow and an arrow and any kind of shield. And you also need a slope. Slopes are easiest to find in shrines because they are at clean angles, but you can also do it in the overworld. To do it, hold out shield surf onto the slope, and pull out your bow and spin the camera until Link is backwards on the slope. This stores a special thing called a skew. To use it, simply shield surf in place, take off your shield when Link is getting on, and you will go up into the air. This allows you to get into bullet time. It is also important to note that these skews do not last long. They lose their strength over time. This last glitch is probably the weirdest. To do this, teleport to the Highland Stable, which is located here on the map, and either ride a horse, walk, or ride the master cycle to the mounted archery camp. Once you get there, get on your horse and talk to Jin about doing the drill and say, sure, I'll do it. And if you have arrows, then you can buy it from him, or if you don't, that's fine. we're going to go the opposite direction. You're supposed to shoot the targets while on horseback, but instead, we're gonna ride the opposite direction away and go up this hill. And what we need to do is jump off the cliff at about 10 seconds and land on a wild horse and stop the timer while you are soothing it. So get your horse up all the way to here. At about 10 seconds or 12, jump off your horse and go down to the wild horses. Make sure you don't touch the ground. Want to land on the back of one of them while the timer is going. You did it correctly if Link starts to ride the horse backwards. Once you stop talking to him, Link will start to do some really weird things. He will be attached to the horse and the camera will go all over the place. Now, you can't really do much in this state. Nothing really happens, it's just so broken. But you can teleport somewhere. It doesn't really matter where you teleport to. And you can spam X while you're teleporting, and Link will get frozen while just standing there. There are a few ways to get out of this. Blow yourself up with a remote bomb, then you are up. But there are a few really weird things about this glitch. First one is shield surfing never ends if you can actually get to shield surf. And Link also walks on air, so this makes the game totally broken. And if you get to paraglide, and also whenever Link steps up to something, you literally can't run. You just are in a never-ending walking state. There's one thing to note, it's that this glitch, it goes on both master mode and normal mode. And you also don't take fall damage, so that's great. So if you have master mode and you have normal mode and you have a master mode file loaded up and you did it on master mode, it will also go on to normal mode. The way to turn this off, to make it so the game is not glitched anymore, is simply by getting on to something. It can be a horse, it can be a deer, it can be a bear, or it can be the master cycle. So you just need to ride something and get on it, and then Link will go back to his normal state. Now you cannot endlessly fly.